Hello. Today is Tuesday, the week of Christmas. I'm video diaring again. And just like always, I get 50 million downloads. Now, before I wasn't getting this many downloads about myself. Okay. Oh, I'm getting nothing but downloads about myself. And I'm like, yeah, tell me more. Okay. But that is the one thing that I'm learning. A lot of times when we are busy, I remember my grandmother used to say stuff, old people used to say stuff, and you'd be like, you're not paying attention. That's because you haven't lived long enough to know what they're talking about. Okay. So my grandmother used to say, you can't be too busy for God, baby. Oh, you can't hear the voice of God if you're too busy. You got so much going on in your head and in your heart and everything is everywhere. You're too busy. Grandma had a point. Okay. So, for me, I am where I should have been seeing things clearly. Guess who wasn't doing it? Now I'm seeing things crystal clear. I mean, I have the most clarity that I ever had. Like, I just can't make this make sense to nobody. You got to be here for it. Like, but I'm journaling it so that eventually at the end, all of this crap will make sense. But I'm realizing that I'll be right all along. And the thing about being right, you need worthiness to believe it. It's crazy. But you need worthiness to believe that you're right. Do you know in the last week or 2 weeks, my number has been the same for like 24 years now. I've been getting text messages, DMs, phone calls. Girl, you was right all along. And I remember this one man said something. He says, before you're looked at as being right, you will be viewed as crazy first. And I remember people say, oh, she crazy. Oh, Mr. Crazy. She this, she that. She thinks she know it all. Whoop, whoop, wop, wop, wop. Everything I've been saying for all these years is here. And I think that's just God's way of reminding me of all of the times you have missed your discernment. I say this and people be thinking I'm playing, but I be for real. God don't play about me. God love me. Like, God don't play about me. Baby, this is 49. And what about it? Okay? God don't play about me. I can stand on side of my cousins all 49 plus. They don't look like me. Okay? God don't play about me. And God don't play with me either. Because the truth is, I can't do what a lot of people can do. And nothing happened to them. Let me do something. I used to be so bitter. I used to be so mad because I was like, why everybody else can do this, that, and the third, and I do it. I'm the worst person in the world. Because it interferes with purpose. I remember when I was my most shitty self. Oh, God. Baby, let me tell you, she was pretty. She was fine as wine. Get to it. Self-esteem on the floor. People don't know I cried. I would leave the club. I would go out to eat. I would have to go home. And on my way home, I would cry every time. I boo-hoo and cry. A lot of times cry myself to sleep. And my friends were like, are you aware? I was like, are you aware? So then when I would tell them, girl, none of this mean nothing to me. You can put all these niggas together, smash them together. They ain't gonna equal 25 cents. Child, these are some worthless people. I don't want to be bothered with them. And that's a lot of reasons why I let my inner child take over and let her run the show. Because growing up, Missy just did not have the capacity. She didn't even want to. As a matter of fact, me wanting to right now is a complete surrender. A complete surrender of will and ways for grown-up Misty to learn what she likes, to learn how to date. Stop shrinking in front of people. Baby, I'm going to show up as knife in the room. Why am I shrinking in front of people? But again, I've told you I have a blind spot. I cannot see what people can see. And I think that's by God's design. Because if I could really see it, can you imagine? People think I'm stuck up. Nah, I'm just a little bougie. It's just some stuff I'm not going to do. It's some stuff I'm not going to entertain. It's conversations I'm not going to sit around and for acceptance. Anytime I feel like I'm doing something for acceptance, besides shrinking, if I got to, I ain't going to do it. I'll sit there like this all day. Didn't I look frozen? I would look frozen all day. And that's a trait of mine that I will do. So, I'm not going to do that. And I'm not shrinking for people. No more. Not doing it. But every day, it gets a little clearer. And a little clearer. And a little clearer. Believe it or not, this time of the year, I'm normally sad. And I ain't talking about just, oh, I lost somebody sad. Can't get out the bed sad. This time, every year, especially since my mom died. When my mom was here, Christmas was for her and Daniel. So I would buy them stuff, decorate, just make sure we would go see lights. We would do all the things, do all the Christmassy things because I know she loved Christmas. And I was always aware that one day she wouldn't be here. And I knew that. I always had the awareness of just one day she wouldn't be here. And I wanted to make the best of why she was here. So when she was here, I could care less about, even though the holidays are my favorite holidays, but people that I love pass away during the holidays. So a time that is normally I'll be festive and I am missing my people. Okay. And I've lost so many people in such a short time to where you still got to get used to it, you know? So, this year, this is the most delighted I've been in a long time for Christmas. Especially in the last 3 years, since my mom has not been here. And what I decided to do this year is, y'all president, not mine, y'all's. Donna acting a fool and being a nigga, and ain't nobody got time for that. So he was, I know I have some cousins which I love, and they're single parents, and I know they were gonna probably find it hard this year. So I took my bonus and I stacked it, and so I asked all 5 of them, what do their kids want? And I told them, they was like, oh, you can buy them anything. I said, no, baby. That ain't how that works. I'm not creative like that. I need to know what they like. So that'll give me an idea what to do. And then I had to keep pressing on them. Hello, I'm looking for a list. Hello. But I got my list, and I got everybody. I even got them. Bought them things, too. So, everything is under the tree. It looks so pretty under there, so full of everything, you know. And I'm going to cook at my house. I'm cooking Christmas and New Year. Thank you, Pop. So, for Christmas, I'm going to cook. I don't even know what it's called. My mom used to cook it. It's sausage, potatoes, crawfish tails, and shrimp. So that's what's going to be cooked. It's going to be like a seafood soup, not a gumbo though. And it's supposed to be 80 degrees. I'm in Houston, so it's supposed to be hot. And I do not like hot Christmases. I despise them. At least be a little cool, a little airy, little. But it's not.
I'm finished there.
Okay, baby, thank you. Go wash your hands.
Yeah, how about the Doritos back?
Sure. And please wipe your nose.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. That's for the adults. But for the kids, I'm going to make like a zydeco pasta with just shrimp. No, lies, because my child is allergic. Sausage and chicken and panini and like an Alfredo. And put that together for kids. Because kids will eat pasta if they won't eat nothing else. Okay? And I'm going to have lemon drops or tequila drops, whatever. And do that. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah. And that's it. And on New Year's, we're having like this barbecue feast that I'm sponsoring. But I love them so much. I love my family that's coming. I love them so much. And I always go out there to humble to whatever they have. They have something, they know me and the crew gonna come. And so what I didn't want is for them to have Christmas and then Thanksgiving and then have to pay for something, you know. At least you can get away, have something to drink, be comfortable, eat, you know. I'm hosting, basically. And so that's what I'm doing. But I'm in good spirits. And let me tell you something. It's something good coming. It's coming. I can feel it. Like, I get the same feeling I had before Danny was born. I kept saying, something is happening. Something is happening. Something is happening. Boom. Here go a baby. But I love him so much. But something in my life is about to be different. It's going to be very, very different. I can feel it. I can feel it. And I am excited about it. And I thank God that whatever it is, that God loved me enough to prepare me for it. Just imagine wanting something, whatever it is, and no preparation is involved. So you don't know what it takes to keep it, hold it, nurture it. You don't know. And you are so unprepared. Imagine walking into something you've always wanted. No preparation. Scary. Very, very scary. Just the fact that it happened is scary. And then not being prepared at all, whew, that's a lot. But I do believe that God loved me so much, He'd rather prepare me for all the good things that's needed to make my life flow. And I love God for that. Another thing I've been noticing, how awakened people are being. People are like really telling the truth about some things. And I'm like, wow, when did this start? So people are waking up, people. People are waking up. And they say that's what the year of the snake's supposed to do. So we entered the year of the snake February March. I'm thinking March 2025 is when we entered the year of the snake. I tore my MCL February 2025. I went through hell. I could not walk. If I tell you everything that can happen, happened. But the one thing that I became crystal clear about, that there's a God that lives inside me. I never forget, I was here by myself and I have fallen so many times. Oh Lord Jesus. I tore my meniscus and my MCL, and I don't know how much of that was torn when I was falling, how much that originally was something, because I ain't find it till 10 months later. Clock that. Anyway, I was falling and trying to get yourself up off a floor or off the floor in the garage or in the bathroom. Maybe I fell myself times. Just having to get yourself, when you can't walk, get yourself off the floor. I will never forget that I said, God inside, get me off this floor. Now, the first time it happened, I looked at the time. I just knew it was going to take me forever to get off that floor. I was at home by myself. I was like, oh, Lord. Because I would always, like, when I'm falling, I would always get a inkling to say, you're going to fall, Misty. And so I would always brace myself to fall backwards. Because I didn't want to fall forward and mess up my knee. And it probably messed it up falling backwards. But in my mind, that's what was going to work. So I looked at the time. It took me 2 minutes to get off the floor, when it would take me 4 minutes to get to the bathroom. From my bed to the bathroom. I wanted to change around my room to make my bed closer to the bathroom. Like, I was like, that track was something else. But I just kept doing it. I kept doing it. I mean, everything that could have went wrong. And how people truly felt about me was exposed when I couldn't do nothing for myself. And I couldn't do nothing for them. It was exposed about how people really felt. And so I remember crying every day. Every day I cried. Every day. Every day. I couldn't bathe my son. I couldn't take my son to school. And it wasn't until the school called and said Daniel's been dropped off too early because my sister was taking him. And when I said how early, they was like, nobody's here. And luckily my child is not a wanderer kind of kid. He'll get a book and sit down and occupy his time until somebody come. That freaked me out. So I told her off about it. And then the next day I got up and took my son to school. Got up. I would get up at 5 o'clock and take my medicine, get myself ready so I can move around, get him ready, get him out the door, make sure he have, because I'm still having to be a mother. Fix lunch, wash clothes, iron his clothes for the week, because I started doing that again because I couldn't iron every day or just at the whim because of my knee. So a lot of things it took me a longer time to do. But for the first probably 2 weeks, I was going to have an accident every day. Because where you need to press on the pedal, that pain that's going to shoot from that, oh my God. But then I learned if I push my knee to the side, if I go up, push my knee to the side and have it a solid, plus have my knee brace tight, and that'll get me to school and back home. Because in my subdivision, the school is like right outside of the subdivision. So it's 3 minutes there, a minute back, maybe, from us getting to the car getting out, whatever. To him to school, 3 minutes. Probably take me out of a minute to get back home. And that was hell. And every day I had to go pick him up. And that was hell. And it was hell. Oh, it was hell. It was absolute hell. It was so painful. But it exposed so many things about myself. Like, quietly, I didn't want to be home alone because I was scared of falling. And nobody cared. I was so scared to be alone. And at that time, my sister was living with me, and she normally be at home. Like, she normally at home all the time. But when I hurt my leg, she found every reason not to be here. And that was by God's design. I needed people to take me to the doctor. I was paying people to take me to the doctor. Lord, when you look back, oh my God, and wonder how I got over. But I did. And I didn't know it was going to be a year long of all of disappointments, the whole year. 2025 has been one big disappointment. And I never forget, I had somebody ask me, so how are you working? How are you paying your bills? I was like, oh, one thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to pay my bills. Like, and I had to realize I compartmentalize well. I can get through this. And it just took one day of the doctor, me going to the doctor, him being very, very rude to me. Oh, he's the rudest man ever. Nice looking man, though. Ooh, he's a nice looking man, but he is rude. But he was rude to me. I don't think he's rude to everybody, but he was rude to me. And I kept saying, I'm trying to do this the nice way. Because one thing I don't like going into people's medical practice is saying what I do for a living and who I am over here at this hospital. But to me, that's too arrogant. I'm going to take your care. Now, there's some things in my mind I'm going to be like, I don't think that's right. I don't think you're supposed to do that. I don't think so, you know. Now, I'm going to look at it crazy, but when you go way too far, then I'll be like, oh, like he did. I was like, oh. Okay. Now, let me show you what I can do. I went to administration. And then I told them who I was, what I did, where I worked, which is for the same company. We all work for University of Texas. So, got some things shaking. They found me a Colombian doctor and not a white one. Because I didn't want to deal with it. Oh, he wanted to apologize. You had every opportunity to be a good person. You chose to be a dick. So I want you to stand on that. So every time I go to the doctor, I don't have a copay. Whatever scans I need, they'll bill my insurance, but I don't have a copay. Because not all my copays and co-insurance come out of your pocket. Because you chose not to treat me like you should. He thought it was a game. He thought I was any little black bitch just walking into his office. Absolutely not, sir. I will not be treated like I got a first grade education. No, I have a master's in human behavior. Are you kidding me? No. So I had to help him understand that. And then when I seen the next doctor, he told me everything. He's very forthcoming, very honest. He was like, I found a tear in your MCL along with your meniscus. So all the things he wrote up, what this man found was things totally different. I should have had surgery and everything. They should have grafted my thighs, took skin grafts off of my thigh to create cartilage to fix the. It's like 1,000 things that should have been happening, but would. So I'm on the road to recovery ever since we found out what it is, because you have to know what it is to fix it. So once I found out what it actually was going on, and then I was able to, get some pieces of information on what I need to do, and I started doing it, and I started healing. And I no longer in a wheelchair. I am on a rollator, but I go from the rollator to the crutches. I am now down to one crutch, and that came from me cycling 5 to 6 miles a day. My endurance of walking on my knee, even like now, I can lean on it. And so it's coming. It's coming. And I'm the most grateful for all of what 2025 gave me. 2025 kicked my ass. Ooh-wee. And any other person would have went mentally insane. But no. But that death and rebirth. And I don't hate my sister. I love her to death still. She got up, moved out of my house because I had to tell her about herself. Oh, she got up, moved out, and I asked her, I said, don't move out because you're mad. Because you're going to struggle. Move out because you can. And you don't struggle. Not liking what I have to say. I said, and I'm your sister. I never put you out of my house. You stayed with me plenty of times. I have never put you out of my house. But I will tell you the crap you do that's just not right. But she wanted to be in her thrills and feels. And I'm pretty sure somebody else was in her ear. Not knowing. Because she not their sister, she mine. Not knowing how she pieced things together in her head. So she moved out. And struggling. And I chose to say nothing. I chose to say not a word. If she come to my house and need anything, I let her take it. Girl, go ahead. Take it, girl. Go ahead, girl. Take it, girl. Go ahead. Take it. Oh, I do that every damn time. But you can take it. Because truth is, whatever I got and she need, I can go buy it again. That's just the truth about it. And I would never want to be a dick to her because she was that way to me. I know better. And that's one thing you'll hear me always say. I know better. Okay? I know better. And so if I know better, you got to do better. And that's my thing with a lot of people. So this is green tea, a liter of green tea. I normally would pour chia seeds in here. And these are electrolyte hydration tablets. So I drink these together. And that's how I stay hydrated. Because water does not hydrate you. If you drink a lot of water, all you're doing is drowning your organs. I drink a liter of just plain water, and I drink a liter of green tea with lime and organic honey with electrolytes tablets. And I do that, and it keeps the water retention, bloating, looking pregnant, so it keeps that away. So, yeah, that's what I do every day. And keep myself healthy. I also take this. This is a body deodorizer. You can take it and you won't smell. Because I noticed my body is going through the change for menopause. I'm thinking. Because I ain't seen my period in 2 months. So I'm thinking it's going through the change, and I'm just trying to usher my body in the healthiest way to go through the change. So that's all I have. I ain't got no more for today. Again, I'll always say, if you are on a journey, you would understand exactly what I'm going through. If you're not, I'll look crazy, but it's okay. Keep tuning in. I'll keep sharing, and we'll see how far we get. Namaste.